Hello, this is JC, the fantasy football questioner. And some of you may be wondering, why can JC give advice on fantasy football? Well, let me present some evidence. Let's get into it. JC is in 4 money leagues this year in fantasy football. The first league, I'm currently in first place. The playoffs start in week 15. I'm currently in first place. Looks like I'm going to have a showdown with the second place team. It's looking very favorable. The second league, my team only has a record of 6-7. But I'm in a wild card playoff spot because I've scored more points. I'm the 4th seed by 40 points. So I just had the misfortune of bad matchups. The third team has a record of 7-6. I'm in the 3rd seed right now, and I've scored the most points in my league. Just have the misfortune of going up against Lamar Jackson when he went nuclear, and Josh Allen when he went ham. And then lastly, we have the black sheep of the family, a 14-team league where my record is 5-7-1. But out of 14 teams, my team has scored the 4th most points. I just had the very bad misfortune of matchups, and unfortunately the record is not in line with the points I have. But anyway, the 4th most points out of 14 teams, pretty good. At this time of the season, you probably want to stream your defense and special teams, looking for the best matchup. And a lot of people, week 14 is either the last week of the regular season or the first week of the playoffs. So in week 14, if you can find them, I recommend Kansas City and New England. Those defenses have good matchups, in my opinion. In week 15, you can try Green Bay and perhaps New Orleans. And some people will say, JC, New Orleans is a good defense. I'm not going to find them on the waiver wire. Well, that might be true next week, but this week they have a bye, and a team may have dropped New Orleans. So if you're able to, pick them up a week early for next week's matchups. That's Green Bay and New Orleans in week 15. In week 16, Baltimore, Cleveland, or Tennessee. Favorable matchups. All right, that's all for today from JC, the fantasy football questioner. I have 4 money leagues, and 3 out of the 4 are currently in a playoff spot. Very favorable. Those are good odds. Now, it's fun to play, but it's more fun to win. And keep in mind, it's a jungle out there, even if it's an urban jungle. And YouTube, stay free.